Hello, my name is Kevin Early, and today, French Kuma Studios will be presenting to you William Shakespeare's Act 2, Scene 4 of Romeo and Juliet. So, in our scene, Mercutio and Benvolio talk about the tragic love life of Romeo. Then they talk about Tybalt, who is more than the Prince of Cats. Then they meet Romeo, and Romeo and Mercutio have a battle of wits, which Romeo wins. Now, the actors.
Corey Hubert, Romeo.
Aaron G, Mercutio.
Anthony Benvolio.
Please enjoy.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came you not home tonight?
Not to his fathers. I spoke with this man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, told him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman of old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write me answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master. How he dares be dead.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, run through the ear with the love song, the very pin of his heart, cleft with the blind bow boy's butt shaft. Is he really the man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Much more than the Prince of Cats. Oh, he is a courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing. Breaks off. Keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests his minimum rest. 1, 2, and the very third in your bosoms. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist, the gentleman of the very first house. Of the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal Pizarro. The punto reverso. The hay.
The what?
A fox of such antics. Lisping, affecting fantasies. These new tuners of accents. By Zoo. A very good blade. A very tall man, a very good whore. Why is not this a lamentable thing? Granddaughter, that we should be thus afflicted with these strange flies, these fashionmongers, these pardon me, to stand so much on the new form that they cannot seize on the old bench. Oh, their bones, their bones!
Ah, here comes Romeo, here comes Romeo.
Without his robe, like a dried herring. Oh, flesh, how art thou fish fly? Lousy for the numbers of patriarchs that flows in. Lord, whose lady was a kitchen wench. Mary she had very love to her humor. Ditto a dowdy. Cleopatra and Gypsy. Helen and Hero, Hildings and harlots. These be a grey eye or so, but not to the purpose. Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation here, French slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. To what counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercio. My business was great. In such a case as mine, a man may expect such strained courtesy.
That's as much as to say, such a case as yours constrains a man to bound the hams.
Meaning to courtesy?
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
What a courteous exposition!
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower.
Right.
Well, it's my compo flower.
Sure wit. Follow me. It's jest now till thou hast worn out thy palm. And when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain. After the wearing, solely singular.
Oh, single soul jest, solely singular for the act of singleness.
Come between us, good my wits faint.
Oh, wits and spurs, I'll cry a match.
Nay, for our wits run the wild goose chase I am done. For thou hast more of the wild goose chase than one of thy wits done. I'm sure. I have in my whole file. Was I with you there for the goose?
Thou was never with me there for anything, as thou was never with me there for the goose.
Oh, bite me by the ear for that jest.
Nay, good goose, bite not.
My wits is a very bit to sweeten. It is a most sharp sauce.
And now be served into a sweet goose.
Oh, here's a wit, a Cheryl that shuts from missionary to an El Broad.
Remember, good Mercutio, blood brothers.
Very good. Thank
Okay, so for our scene, we depicted it as Mafia Italy, and through the interpretations of the characters, Mercutio wore the least amount of clothing, being the most outgoing and the most radical of the bunch. Benvolio wore the most, as he's the most formal. And Romeo, he was a bit of a mixed bag. He was formal, but at the same time, as the naive lover, he wore mostly the rose, and probably the least amount aside from Mercutio. And as for the puns in Romeo and Juliet are probably very confusing to us today. One of the puns that we used in particular was, "Is my pump flower?" Originally what Romeo did was point towards his shoe as it was pinked for flour, but in Mafia Italy what we did was we used it as a sign of defiance, which was to kick the dirt underneath the locker. Any questions?
Good job. Thank you very much.